Hi, Xakary the Magician. Day 14 of the one magic trick a day for 365-day challenge. Tonight, and this is the 7th day of Danger Week, the last day of Danger Week. Now tonight, it's not going to be dangerous for me. It's going to be dangerous for Heidi Klum. What we're going to do is we're going to watch the video of when I was on America's Got Talent, when I cut Heidi in half, and do a little discussion about some behind-the-scenes things and kind of what I was thinking and how things went on the show. So with that, let's start. Oh, this little blob here is about to be Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was the host the year I was on. So let's start it.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm Nick. What's your name?
I'm Xakary.
Zachary, what are you going to do for us today, sir?
I saw Heidi in half.
Really?
Yes.
Does she know about this?
I don't think so.
Actually, I'm not sure about that. I think the producers might have told her that I was going to cut her in half, saw her in half, but other than that, that was it. That was the setup. I never met her. We did no rehearsal. You know, I really do this trick in my live shows where I pick somebody from the audience and with no setup at all, and they have no idea how the trick works, or they don't have to do anything. They have no idea how the trick works afterwards either. So with that, let's go on. Nick asked me right before I went on stage if I wanted him to help me. And I said, sure. He was a nice guy.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening to you.
Hi.
Hi, what is your name?
I'm Xakary the Magician. Xakary with an X, but I don't want that.
I rehearsed everything I was going to say except for when she asked me my name. I'm used to saying, when I introduce myself normally, I say, I'm Xakary with an X, and I have all the kids make an X. I'm so used to doing that. It's just a habit. I'm Xakary with an X. And I realized there's 4 X's above you that you do not want on the show, so I kind of awkwardly ad-libbed, but I don't want that X tonight, and they all rolled their eyes.
X tonight.
No.
No X.
Hopefully
There's
we
the
won't
eye roll.
have to give that to you.
Right.
And you brought something with you.
I brought something with me, and actually, Heidi.
Yes.
Could I ask you to join me on stage and be my assistant?
Okay. What do I have to do?
Now, Heidi's about my height, but she was
Hi.
wearing
Nice to
4-inch
meet you.
Nice
heels.
to meet you.
As a magician, I get asked all the time, can you saw a lady in half? And the answer is sure, but it normally takes a trained assistant who's in on the trick, but not tonight. Tonight, we're going to use a totally untrained, unprepared Heidi Klum.
My mouth was so dry at this point, I could hear myself talking through my cotton mouth, having to swallow. Here we go. By the way, this is in the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, where the same theater where they have the Academy Awards. So there were about, I think there's like 3,000 or 4,000, 3,000 people, I think is what it holds in the audience. So that was pretty cool too. That was the biggest audience I'd ever had.
So Heidi.
Why don't you choose Nick?
No, it's got to be, it's sawing
Nick,
a lady in
I'm not
half.
a beautiful lady.
Lady in half.
Don't look
Heidi,
at that
if I could
age.
ask you to sit down here, please. And we're going to have you lie down.
Oh, God.
Now, hey, I gotta show this. See that, Xakary? Those letters right there? That's not normally on the box, because normally you wouldn't be able to see that from the stage. It'd be too small. But just before I left for Hollywood, before I drove down to California, I thought, hey, they're gonna do a close-up of Heidi's face. I'm gonna put my name right there by her face.
Lie down.
Marketing.
I love you, kid.
All right.
Look at that, there it is.
I want to sign up for this AGT thing.
There you go. And now let's close her in the box before she has any opportunity to change her mind.
She wouldn't stop talking.
Are you serious?
Oh, let's see. I think we need one more thing here. There
Gotta
we
push her
go.
head over there. Got to touch her legs when I
Now
picked up her
it's
legs on their
time.
side, but they didn't show that part.
For the blade. All right, Heidi.
Oh my
All
God.
right, this won't hurt me.
Now, before we do this, they actually edited a little bit here. Before I actually did that, I put the blade in and I asked Heidi to tell the audience what she felt, because she literally feels that blade on her stomach. She said, that big metal thing you were just banging on. But they did some editing just to kind of smooth things out in here. Great editing by the AGT.
Oh my God.
And there we go.
Producers.
Ta-da!
Now, there's a few more things. I got to stop here because a few more things that happened here. They edited out, after I did this, they edited out that sign that's behind the box. I moved that sign back and forth so you can see all the way through, and you can see the sign moving through behind the box. So they didn't show that. I did that in the theater, and I actually turned the box towards the different parts of the audience so they can all see me moving the sign back and forth. They didn't show that here, but we obviously do that in live shows. And then the important part, right after I went ta-da, I stopped and I said, and then I started to walk off stage. And then I stopped and turned back and I said I would cut her in half. I didn't say anything about putting her back together. Now, the producers knew I was going to do this. The reason I did that is because you're normally told you have about 90 seconds for your act. And that was at about 1:26. And so now I knew I was getting extra stage time. And they edited that middle part out. They knew I was going to do it. So it all looks nice and smooth. But that was in the theater. They saw me do a little bit more than what you saw here. Right there, I walked off stage.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Thank you!
There's where I walked off stage. And then I help her out of the box. Perfect model. She does the model pose.
Oh my word.
Thank you.
In honesty, as far as I know, Heidi had nothing to do with that. There was no advanced preparation, right? Am I correct?
I
There was
promise.
This is, for me, quite remarkable. I applaud you. I thought that was terrific. I really
Thank you
did.
very much.
Now, Howard actually had more to say. Now, normally he was known as the tough judge, but he was really complimentary. Some more he said, hey, we've sawed a lady in half before in my show, in my studio. But we had to find a girl, we had to train her for like a week before we did the trick in the studio. So he goes, so I know how we did the one in my studio. And then he said, I have no idea how you did this one. So it was very complimentary. It was real nice of him.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I thought visually it was amazing. I would like to comment on your banter, but I couldn't hear a word you were saying because Heidi was saying goodbye to her children and apologizing. Look what Mommy signed up for. I'm very sorry. I'm doing. But
Well, I thought maybe this is it.
How did you do that? I love it.
Shall we vote?
Yes.
Well, I was thoroughly entertained. I thought your use of Heidi was magnificent, and it's a yes.
I'm going to give you a yes.
Thanks, Heidi.
Mel?
I have to say yes. It was shocking. It was great.
Great. Appreciate it, Mel. Thank you.
Howie Mandel?
yes.
Okay, now two other things that happened that they didn't show in this, and there's going to be a little bit more here after this that I didn't even know about. Two things. One, when I first helped Heidi out of the box, she started to lean towards me. I was wondering, what's she doing? She gave me a kiss on both cheeks and kind of whispered, thanks for not hurting me. So that was kind of cool, except they didn't show it on TV. Now, they didn't show it, but let's see. In one of those balconies up there, my dad, before he passed away, and my son Nathan, Nathan is mentally disabled. He was about 25 when this was filmed, but he's kind of like a permanent 5-year-old. Nathan, after the show, when I came out of the theater, he puts his hands on his hips and he looks at me and he goes, "Heidi kissed Daddy, Mommy jealous." So I have proof from Nathan, even if it wasn't shown on TV. The other thing that happened after Heidi got back to the desk. Before I put her back together. I said, do you want 2 little Heidis or 1 long Heidi back? And they're saying, oh yeah, put 1 back. But Howie goes, wait, stop. And he gets Mel to give him he tells Mel B, who's always known for having her iPhone with her, not more than a few inches away from her. He said, Mel, take a picture. And he takes a picture. And when Heidi got back to the desk, he grabs the camera and he goes, look at that. There's your body. There's your feet. How is that happening? And they didn't show that either. That got edited out too, but it's kind of cool. Now, last part here is something I didn't know about until this aired. Here we go.
I got so scared.
Of course.
It didn't hurt.
Here comes the best
I
part.
want to be his assistant all the time now.
You heard her.
I like coming out of the box and going, ta-da!
All right, so that is the end of my time on America's Got Talent. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoying the One Trick a Day for 365 days. This is day 14. And tomorrow, some new fun stuff. And Avi's going to be back tomorrow helping me out since we're not doing danger stuff anymore. All right, have a great night. See you tomorrow. Bye.